Welcome in. Greg Ruff along with you, and joining me is Coach Danny Leavy, our men's soccer coach here at Trevecca. And one of the questions we want to ask you is, I mean, you're in training right now with the team, and you've gotten to see your new players, the old players back. You see what they've been doing all summer and whatnot. How are you using this preseason to get your team and yourself ready for this school year?
Well, we're using it a lot to try to get them to come together as a group because we've got a large group of new players this year. So we've got 9 new players coming in, and then 2 of our guys were out injured the entire season last year. So it's really like we've got 11 new players this year.
And that does make a difference, even though maybe those guys were around. If they're not able to go out there and at least do walkthroughs or actually physically go through, they can watch.
Yeah.
But being out there on the field helps the guys learn, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's significantly different because they weren't able to train with us last year. One of them was able to train with us, but the other one, he couldn't even train all year. So it makes a huge difference having them back in the squad.
Heading into the conference, you've got some new teams coming in a couple of years, but you know that right now you guys have got a chance to win this thing. And I know the preseason polls come out and whatnot, but in your mind and in your guys' mind, I can feel you guys feel like you have a chance to win it this year.
Yeah, I think this is probably our best chance that we've had in the conference to compete for the overall conference title.
When you talk about the expansion, I know a lot of the other coaches here at school have looked at the teams coming in, looked at how good is their soccer team. In other words, that's probably what you've looked at. Talk about the new teams that potentially are coming in.
Yeah, I'm excited for all those to come in. I'm really familiar with them because a lot of my coaching took place in Ohio, so I'm very familiar with those programs and everything. So I think they're gonna really add to the quality overall of our conference.
Back to your team, back to this year's team.
Yeah.
What do you feel like are the keys for you getting the maximum out of this year's team?
This year, I think being able to maximize just our versatility. This is the most versatile group I've had, so being able to quickly identify those players that are going to help enhance each other's abilities, that's going to be key for us this year.
You talked about it a little bit, but talk a little bit more about the returning players. What do they bring? Who are they? And also the newcomers. Who are the newcomers that for people to really look at and say, hey, here's a couple of guys you really need to watch coming on this year?
Yeah, with the thing, we've got a really good group of continuity going right now from our returners. So we introduced a lot of new things during the spring, so they give us that history and that knowledge from the spring of all the training that we did from the spring, and they're able to help get the new guys up to speed a lot quicker than we've been able to in the past. So that's going to really help a lot. And then the new guys coming in, they bought into the system day one. You can just tell they're excited to be in the program. They're excited to learn our system. There's just a really good buzz in the group right now.
Talk a little bit about what Coach Leavy has learned since last year that maybe helps you go into, what is this, your 7th or 8th year?
Going into the 7th.
Into your 7th year. I knew it was in that ballpark. What has Danny Leavy learned that he's going to be able to apply this year maybe since last year?
I think last year I learned a lot about what it's going to take to be successful at the Division II level. That's a lot of what I used last year for, was just to see what did some of the top programs look like in the country. We played some really good teams last year, and it gave me a clear picture of what I needed to bring in to help raise us up to that level.
Some of the things that you and Coach Foster, the women's coach, have done, and along with Mark Elliott, and you've continued to work on the facilities. You guys never stop there. You guys are always, you think, well, it's just a pitch. You just got to do this and that. But really, you guys see the whole picture. You want the fan involvement. You want the student involvement. You want the parents. You want the recruits. So just talk about your approach to the pitch out there, because it's getting pretty nice.
It's great. I think we've got the best facility in the conference right now. We're very, very fortunate to have what we have. When I first took the job, it was the field, and there was 3 slabs of cement on the side of the field for metal benches to sit on. And now if you go out there, the facility is unrecognizable from when I first took over. And now this new addition with the seating for our fan base is going to be great to really help enhance the fan atmosphere at the game. So we're really excited. And the guys get really excited too, because they see that money being put into their facility, and it really motivates them, so they get excited as well.
It means somebody cares.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's Coach Danny Leavy, the men's soccer coach here at Trevecca. That's our GMAC preview. Thanks for watching.